And can we have Leo Fahey come to the stage, please? You've heard this one, if you build it, they will come. And Leo Fahey built and they came in droves to participate in programs this Stellarton man started and fostered and developed. They came to learn, and they did. They came to play, and they did. And they came to grow an appreciation for competition, sportsmanship, and fun, and mostly because of Leo Fahey. Wayne Fraser has experienced Leo Fahey's gentle intensity as a player in the 1950s, and later using Leo's example as a coach himself.
When I get into coaching, and I went to my first coaching clinic in Halifax, I remember when they took the book out, and I'm not saying it because I'm bragging, but I didn't have to read the book because it's something that Leo, I thought you'd swear that Leo wrote in the 50s. It was that, that's how advanced he was.
Leo Fahey, born in New Waterford almost 80 years ago, knows how to compete. He played basketball, baseball, rugby, was a boxer, and a track and field athlete. Fahey won the Maritime Featherweight Amateur Boxing title in 1936, then won the lightweight crown in 1942. He spurned offers to turn pro in boxing so he could maintain his amateur status in baseball and hockey. He won scoring titles in senior hockey, was on champion senior baseball teams. He coached hockey and baseball teams to championships. He even ran the Johnny Miles Marathon at age 75, and he ran it on skates to make it more challenging. And he passed that love to compete to his sons. One of them, Trevor, played professional hockey in the Western and Central Leagues, briefly with the New York Rangers of the NHL, and now runs a hockey school in Tampa, Florida. Another son, Gus, a retired school teacher, played junior hockey in Ontario and now helps his dad with one of his key Pictou County hockey teaching programs.
I think Dad has kept involved in sports because it's sort of an innate intrinsic motivation for him. He gets great self-satisfaction out of helping people. And yeah, we all play to win, but I think what Dad does best, he prepares the team to win. And if they win or lose, it doesn't really matter as long as he sees the players improving. And I think when he sees them improve, that's what keeps him going.
Leo's coaching and building career began when he was 17. Fahey coached hockey, track and field, and rugby at Stellarton High School from 1948 to 1957. He coached Stellarton High's hockey team to the Nova Scotia headmaster's title when there was only one division. He was a co-founder of the Pictou County Twilight Baseball League. During the 1980s and 1990s, he helped Eddie Gillis direct Blue Nose baseball camps all across Nova Scotia. For more than 40 years, Fahey almost single-handedly ensured the baseball field in Stellarton was in top playing condition, spending many hours manicuring the field in spring and summer. Bill Morrell was a player for Leo in Little League days and still admires the man.
He's just like a landmark in town. When you go by the field, it perks you up, and you stop and watch for a while, and it gives you motivation to know Leo's in his 70s and still going strong. It just motivates you to, get out and think about your health and your exercising. So to me, he's a big part of the town, big part of Stellarton.
As a teen, later a young man with a growing family, and as a busy adult, Leo Fahey devoted his entire life, and he still does at age 79, to helping the youth and adults of Pictou County partake in the marvelous life of sport. Even today, he instructs youth and adults in hockey and baseball. 2 years ago, Fahey put an ad in a newspaper encouraging women in their 30s and 40s to join his Hockey for Mums team, and he attracted 20 participants. He has also recently organized Baseball for Mums so mothers could appreciate the training and instruction their children undergo in sports. Each summer, he coaches baseball to kids ages 5 to 12, focusing on teaching fundamentals and making the game fun. Leo Fahey remains ageless. He has made the community a better place in which to live, using sport as the vehicle to enrich lives in a positive fashion. And son Gus has learned much from his father.
It didn't matter what race you were from, black or white. It didn't matter what social class you were from. middle, lower, or upper. If you were good enough, you made the team. And if you go to practices, you were taken care of. And that's what I think that Dad passed on to me, and I'm grateful for that.
I want to read a message from Stellarton's Frank Sim, a surgeon at the Mayo Clinic and a protege of Leo Fahey. He says, "When my generation first met Leo at about age 8, more than half a century ago, we respected him for his athletic accomplishments as a boxer, baseball, and hockey player. But in the next 10 years, he molded us as a coach, mentor, and friend. We learned many of life's lessons from Leo on the field and on the ice. His hallmarks were fundamentals and attention to detail. We would repeat drills until we got them right. He passed on his competitive spirit. We hated to lose and seldom did, but when we did so as gentlemen. We learned not to be quitters, but most of all, we had fun. It was once said, if we can see farther, it is because we stand on the shoulders of our predecessors. Since Leo Fahey was such a giant in our lives, our vision is clear." Leo Fahey, a father, husband, athlete, teacher, and builder, and now a member of the Nova Scotia Sport Hall of Fame. To present the induction plaque to Leo Fahey, the Director of Event Marketing and Community Relations of Sobeys from Leo's hometown of Stellarton, John Kaiser, and to present the Hall of Fame pin, 2 women each from Leo's Hockey for Mums and Baseball for Mums programs, Connie Clark, Jean Eves Fraser, Debbie McLean, and Jennifer Murray. Leo knows how to pick his teams, doesn't he? He's a clever fella. The one thing he said to me back in that room, he said, no questions at all, no questions. We're going to do a couple, okay, just a couple. And I know you're very shy about this and modest, but tell me, what has sport, baseball, hockey, boxing, what has it meant to your life?
It meant my life. That's what it is, my life. To coach and teach in sport. No matter who it is or what age they are. As long as I can get it with them and help them, that's pass on your knowledge to the young ones. That's what the old timers did for us. They gave us the knowledge to pass it on to somebody else.
And how does it kind of fill you up when you see little kids that you are coaching get better because of things that you've suggested? What does that do for you?
It's a great feeling when if you coach them all year and just see them pick up one thing in that whole season, just one thing. The next year they pick up something else. That's what is great about sport, for teaching.
Can you tell me what it means to you now to be a member of the Nova Scotia Sport Hall of Fame?
It's an honor. It's an honor to be a member with all the great athletes that have been here. I like to say one thing to moms hockey and moms baseball, give me a new lease on life.
Well, let Leo go. You got to appreciate Leo's honesty. That was fantastic. He's going to be around in 3012, this guy.